Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is King Nav, the Honored One Cole, Shinobi Benny, and we got a little special guest here, Destiny.
Destiny,
Hello.
Destiny.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Today, we're bringing back another Yap session for you guys, and the focus is Attack on Titan and JJK. And so, where do you guys want to get started with this? Which one?
Oh my goodness!
We got
Honestly,
the shirt right here, so
yeah.
Oh,
Let's do that. I like it.
everyone here has finished it. I hope by now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, everyone, just give you a rating of it real quick, so the viewers know how we feel about it. What angles are we coming at?
Set us up. Where are we scaling it out? 5 out of 10.
Out of 10.
Out of
Let's go with
10.
Solid
Yeah.
numbers only, or can we go into
Anything
some
you want.
ratios? All right.
Ratios, yeah.
Ratio it up. I like it. Okay. I'm cooking.
I'll start it off. I would give it a smacking 9.6.
Wow.
Like,
10?
not a 10. Not a 10. I mean, if I didn't cry like a child, maybe, but I loved everything from. I loved everything.
You need to talk about that in therapy, not in this
Yeah,
session.
I'm sorry, not to cut you off. Like I always do, Bobby, but
Oh my
if you, I'm the kind of guy that when I watch stuff, like I'm just like, all right, cool, nice. But if you give me an anime and my eyes just start sweating, I'm like, you made me feel something, man. You're in my top 10. Every single anime that besides Naruto and Skate the Infinity are my top 10. That made me cry. Are in my top 10. Just because I hold emotion that much. You can make me feel something like that, then you did your job.
It's incredible stuff.
Yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
You did your job.
it was just so well written. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely want to rewatch it in the sense like there's so many things, details that I missed out.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a clip and it was like there was a scene where the shadow, one of the guys' head's not there, and I was like, I missed that, and definitely one of those shows that I could rewatch over and
Oh
over
yeah.
and not be bored.
That's massive.
No,
That's huge.
absolutely. I myself had rated 10 out of 10. I think it's one of the best written things in general. I think it's such a full, flushed out story from the first episode to the end movies, right? It stayed consistent. It was stayed on topic the whole time. We didn't get no stupid side, whatever. It was telling the story the whole time, and it's a beautiful story. A story that you're not predicting. You think you know what's going on. Every single time you think you know what's going on, you have no clue, and that's why I love it. And this is why I tell everyone. I tell everyone, just give it a watch. My wife, she doesn't watch any anime. She doesn't watch cartoons. Her favorite TV shows is One Tree Hill, Gossip Girl, all that. Attack on Titan is her number one show. She gave it a watch. It's her number one show.
Oh yeah.
So I'll leave it at that.
Absolutely.
And we save the guest for last.
Yes, I got my mic right here. So just you can give that to Destiny. Des, you could chime in at any time.
Okay.
So me, I'm gonna scale it at a 9.8.
Wow.
I ducked it under like a sub 2 for just a petty small reason. The simplest thing was just the long breaks in between the seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I get frustrated too because I'm such a man of consistency. Where like Wit Studio did such a phenomenal job, or no, the studio before Wit took over was so phenomenal. They did good because like when I tell you season 3 snapped, I was off my chair, off the couch. I'm over here doing push-ups and screaming, rolling into training, thinking I'm Levi myself because that man stole the show. And the only thing that really, really drove me insane was the part 2, part 3, part 4, kind of dragging out a story that could have been a final season. I think that's the only thing that lacked in its delivery because it made me scared how it was going to land. But outside of that, I'm just like, all right, cool. The foreshadowing, the characters, the weight of the story, feeling that emotion was absolutely phenomenal. And then the characters too that carried weight to it, you know? I honestly knew at some point in time that Aaron was gonna die. I'm like, this show might be one of those shows that be so well written. The MC is gonna hit at an endpoint and the story itself will just carry on.
Yeah. No, I love that. You give me an MC that gets corrupted by power. It's one of my. It's gonna be up there.
Huge.
Man. I love it.
Huge.
And just to add on what you said, I will never give anyone crap for taking points away because of the messed up scheduling. I didn't watch it until going up to the last part came out. Right. So
Really?
I that's the only one I had to wait
Okay.
for. So I was late on it. So for me, I was able to binge it straight. So I don't have that gripe with it. But I can only imagine
That's a
having to wait
blessing.
10 years for all that to come out. So
Yo, from
I will not hate on
season
that.
1 to season 2, it was about 10 years. I forgot about the show. Listen, from season 1 to season 2,
What's
I
it-
had joined the military. I had put myself through college. I was about to graduate. Then my boy is just like, "Yo, you ever watch this show, Attack on Titan?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like I've been waiting for season 2." They're like, "You ain't see the part where this, that, and the third." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I had did a contract and a half, and I was finishing college before season 2 came out. An era. I finished season 4. My daughter was 2 years old.
Oh my god.
I was a day oneer, yo. And
That's
it was
nice.
one of those things I stumbled upon it. It was on Adult Swim. And I was just like,
We
oh,
love a
what is this?
tsunami. We love a tsunami.
Next thing you know, you seeing this armor titan go through the wall. I'm like, what's going on here?
What's this?
What is going on here? I'm like, this can't be a kid show. I'm looking around. I'm just like, this can't be real.
I tried to watch this with my
Titan
daughter.
has
No.
it.
Yo, when I was like, what is going on? I was so stressed.
Yo, one of the craziest episodes one of anything ever, man.
Right.
Anything ever. The episode 1 is nuts.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
if you watch it, you don't keep watching, then you got issues, man.
It actually took me 3 tries.
Whoa.
Thank
God.
Okay, finally, yes.
It took me 3
Alright,
tries.
let's hear it.
What?
But it is a solid 11 out of 10.
Wow.
Okay.
No, it took me 3 tries to get into it. Once I finally finished the first season, I was hooked.
Mm.
And it is like the best piece of fiction ever written.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, literally, the characters that you hate, you end up loving. Most of them, you end up loving, and they, like, once you get to the peak of like hate for them, the next episode is like, oh my gosh, I love
Yeah.
them so much.
Yeah.
Because
No,
their
for
story,
real.
like their whole, it just develops so
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of lost, broken people who are just confused, manipulated, and it's like, dang, it's so hard
It's
to not
scary.
feel for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when
It's
they
hard.
think like
You know,
that
one of these
entire
days-
world is what they have.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, we got someone who hasn't
I
finished it.
know.
One of these days I'll fucking
Boo.
Why
One of
haven't,
these
why haven't you not?
bro. I don't know. Like Dustin is like it took me forever to like try to get into it, and then I watched season 1, and then like life happened, and when I tried to get back into it, I was like, nah, never mind, I don't care now.
Just give it a rewatch,
You have
man.
to.
It's so good, and not even on just like it's just peak. It's peak for a reason, man.
Yeah.
We're not glazing the glaze. Like this junk is
Glazing
so
the glaze.
good.
Now
yo.
we glaze.
I feel like I got glazing.
Nah, bro.
No,
this
no.
is
This
bad,
one
bro.
really stands on
I,
it.
I
100%.
recommend that to anybody, man.
Anybody.
For real, it's like that.
Oh my goodness, man.
I'll
Yeah.
rewatch season 1, and we'll come back to this conversation.
All right, yeah,
Yeah,
please
finish
do.
it.
We'll
Rewatch.
pause
It's been
right
like
here.
it's been a
What was
while.
your rating again, Benny?
9.8. 9.8. I
So-
do have to discredit the pacing because I started it in 2014
That's fair.
on Tsunami. I started watching it Saturday nights. I left.
Oh my god. I think that growing up, that's one of like the funniest things. So my sister was like, my sister's like just now starting to watch like Shippuden and all that other
Yeah.
Go for
shit.
it.
And she's like, I love just having to do that. I'm like, bro, I don't think you understand. First of all, when the whole like Itachi death thing happened, it happened on my birthday. I want
Wow.
that. I want that on record. My
Congratulations.
favorite character died on my
Really?
birthday. I was pissed.
That was
Fuck
an
that. Number
intense
one.
day.
Number two, it was like the convenience of like her being able to just watch it, and she was like, and I was explaining to her like, yeah, I had to like wait a week per episode. And she's like 800 fucking. I was like, yeah, I know. Like every single week was a different one, and she's like,
Yeah,
well, how long did it say? I was like, there's only 52 weeks in a year. She like went,
got no clue, man.
there's not even 100. What are you talking about? Like she's like, I watched like 10 episodes. It's like, yeah, that's like 4 months
I
worth
think,
of
I think
shit, bro.
streaming,
Like,
streaming is what helped make anime mainstream.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think that's a
Not
big
having to
thing.
wait.
Is like having to wait for this, and you stuck in a filler arc. I think that's why everyone hated Bleach for a minute, man.
Well,
It's because
that's
Bleach
just-
had filler arcs like that. But man, if you can just skip that in Bleach, you'll understand why Bleach is in my top 5, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I think even now, I think I still have that problem. Like now that I want to say I'm jaded. I don't want to wait for shit. I will wait till it's fucking done before I watch it. I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm
That's
not
really
doing
fun.
the week thing anymore. I've
Same.
grown
it's
past
valid,
it.
because you
I don't
don't have
want to
to.
do it. I don't
You literally
have to.
don't
It's
have
not an
to.
option. So I'd rather just
It
wait
is
for
option.
it.
That's
I'll
the
like.
thing.
Yeah, literally. I
It's
love
not an
that.
option for me. I'm not doing that shit. But
Facts.
like, I'll wait for whatever the hype is to die down. Because most of the time, like, a lot of the time, whenever it's like an anime gets really popular, or like the bigger downcast of it isn't the fact that the anime is bad. It's just that the fandom for the anime fucking sucks.
Bro,
And that's
bump
usually like the
that,
problem.
man.
Like I'll
Listen,
ignore
listen,
them, but like
listen.
it's still like one of the things where like Attack on Titan, the people that hate Attack on Titan, it's that SpongeBob meme where it's like the only people that don't like Krabby Patties are the who have never had one.
Oh,
It's because they didn't fucking finish it. Like
Yeah.
I rag on Attack on Titan because I think it's funny, because I like bothering you guys, but like I didn't
think-
fucking watch it.
I think there is people who have finished it and don't like it, and I think it's because they don't understand it. They
Yeah.
would rather they don't. It goes it's in depth, right? You gotta understand a couple of different moving
Yeah.
pieces and
Well,
stuff like that, and it's not so one dimensional where you can almost zone out and just watch it. I think that's why people don't like it, and maybe they want more of a happy ending. I don't really know. I'd have to talk to someone who genuinely hates it, but
I think a lot of the hate that I've seen is because there wasn't a happy ending, but not every story has a happy
Yeah.
bro,
ending.
you can't, man. You can't.
Exactly. It's
We
more
love, we
real
love
that
so,
way.
again something that makes you feel.
it was hard. I was like, fuck.
Friendship don't always work, man. Friendship
Friendship
bills, man.
That's that real thing, bro.
Man, imagine it's like at the end, it's like, man, maybe I have no friends.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
Yeah.
No, listen, some people are literally just as like people. There are some people that have like the emotional depth of like a kiddie pool. Like they don't get
Yeah,
it, and it's
that's true.
fine. Like that's fine. If it wasn't for you, then that's cool. But like,
It's fun.
work on yourself.
It's all right. But that's,
Work on
that,
yourself, bro.
not even that's the cool thing about anime is like there's so much anime out there that you don't have to care about depth to watch. You can
Yeah.
just throw it on and enjoy it. But then there's so much anime out there for people who enjoy a good in-depth story. Beautiful. There's so much for you to watch. There's anime out there if you like comedy, if you like slice of life. You know what I mean? There's so much out there for every single person. That's why I really try putting everybody on. Is you're not stuck waiting to see what comes on the next reality show that comes on, whatever. Yo, you can literally just dig in and find one of the 8 million animes that fits your
Yeah.
needs.
Absolutely.
It's all there for whatever you like. There's gonna be something for you there. That's what I love. I also want to touch on the whole fandom part. Bump the fandoms, man. I don't care if My Hero fans stink. My Hero,
I do, but like
My Hero is fire.
I fuck with
My,
it.
my Hero is fire.
I saw the movie on Netflix. I think it just came on
Yeah.
for one of the most recent arcs. Like for those who have caught up on
Which
it,
one?
it's
You're next or something.
yes,
like that?
it's Year Next, where
I just seen that.
it's late in the arc where it's right before where the last season ended. After the retrieval arc with Deku, where he goes on like his vigilante kind of mode,
That was
and
so
he starts going off in his own thing. That was so
That's so
awesome
good.
to
It
watch.
ended too quick though.
It ended. Yeah, I wish they kind of fleshed it
dropped,
out.
He dropped it so quick. No, I mean I like the streak that he was going on, but he got caught. He was there.
He was
They
on that
cared about him.
Sasuke wave,
One
bro.
tall lady
Yeah.
spoke up. He goes,
Yo, you're right.
all right, bet. That's cool. He fixed his clothes. He showered. He's like, all right.
So
He's like,
hard.
I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
It's not that bad. It's not that deep, man.
That vigilante
deep.
arc should have continued. Man.
I wish, bro.
Yo, he was like Spider-Man. He was just Sasuke combined.
Everything.
Weaving around.
no.
I kind of wish
got
they
some,
would have
like,
teased a little bit more of him versus All for One, like to kind of
Yeah,
do
bro.
that, like at least one more fight, because it's like they broke up that fight already in the later season, and I'm just like, if you had just at the end of it, he's probably doing a patrol and he's just on some like, there he go right there,
It's on site, yeah.
and then they duke it out, but they couldn't finish it. They couldn't come to terms. That would have
Bro.
been awesome.
Deku is the most overhated MC, man.
Yeah.
People hate on his name, man, and man, you don't want to hear the MCs that I'll rank Deku over. He's good, man. He's not a crybaby like that. I don't know.
Bro, one of
Yeah,
these days,
bro, he
one of
has
these days
always-
we'll have to make like an actual tier list.
I would
for
I would
MCs.
love to
Yeah,
make an
I'm
MC
down.
tier list, and
That's Cole's favorite thing.
it is that's
Yeah,
my favorite
making
thing to do
lists.
right there, man.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of guys out there that I'd put Deku far above because he's got some depth. You could grow with him, feel with him. And okay, he cries sometimes. Again, it's okay to show emotion. And second of all, he's not even crying like that. I don't know why that's such a big thing. When I rewatched it last year when I moved back to Connecticut. And I was like, hold on, because he's not even crying. I let people intoxicate my mind. I was like,
Yeah.
My Hero is one of those things I watch every time I watch it. I'm like, yo, this joke is so fire. And then every time I'm not watching, I'm like, yo, this kind of sucks. but I made it stay in my mind after my last time watching. I'm like, no, this junk is good. And my last time watching it, I was trying to pick out all the times Deku was crying. I'm like,
These
I
are
don't
for
cry
reasonable
like
reason.
that.
Like these are reasonable
In it,
crimes.
it's like I want someone like that on my team.
Yeah.
Who's
Well,
who
like,
cares?
he's so passionate.
Yeah.
He's trying like he gives a fuck about what he's doing. Like if you're gonna be like, oh, that's lame, that's weak, then it's like, bro, you not like tapped in with yourself. Like you don't even know what your goals are. You know what I mean?
He understands his emotions.
Yeah, it's like he more of a man than the man that points at him when he's crying.
Damn.
Oh.
I hope the audio picked that
Yeah.
up.
That was good.
That was good. Eli.
No,
Yeah.
that's fire.
Like he had none of what they had, but he just like dug deep. Like when you dig deep into yourself, sometimes.
And he didn't ask for it, yo.
Yeah.
He didn't even ask for it.
I mean,
He didn't get an
He
anti.
didn't.
He kind of did.
Well,
he
how
kind
he
of did. He
asked?
kind of did. He asked
Or
for
he
it.
stayed with
He
it.
begged for it.
It's like, please give me.
All my blessing with that man. He took it. He ran.
Yeah, because he sat up on the roof crying.
I don't think it's because it was crying. I think it's like you guys said, though. It's actually his heart. Like he cares.
No, I love Deku, but I'm just saying.
Bro, he
cried
got
a
it
lot in the
because he
beginning.
saw his boy, not even his boy, his bully, dying. He goes, say less. Take off and did
On
it.
sight.
Yeah, he was like,
On
I don't got
site.
no
And he
powers.
has the
I'm still
IQ,
gonna
man.
do it.
He had the IQ to
No, for real. Yeah. If you guys get a
Studied.
chance, watch the year next because you'll see his IQ with the fighter too.
I.
The story was good,
Man,
but I think it was a little weak with the villain.
Yeah.
The fight was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Animation was
Huh.
mint. But it's like a villain where it's just like, oh, it kind of feels like filler art put
Okay,
into a
gotcha.
movie.
Yeah.
But Deku's
It's
IQ
not
kind
what
of
the movies are.
brings it back, and he was just like, oh, I knew this.
Hey,
With the Air Force One, I was like, dude, how did you find that angle?
Alright. Say
Ooh,
less.
I get like chills thinking about it.
You a little watch party? Shit.
Oh, yeah.
I will say this though. My last thing about My Hero. As much I do support Deku, they dumb for not giving to Millennium.
I agree with that.
I mean, I know
Yes.
Millennium is great with what he does, but Homeboy's just like Deku. As quick as Deku is willing to pick up the power, Millennium is willing to give up his power.
Absolutely.
You feel me? And he was gonna be the number one. He was
He
number
was
one in
going-
the school, yo. He was
Yeah.
the number one of the big three. I'm just saying, and he would have been so OP. Imagine whatever floating butt naked down the floor. He comes out Black Whip.
Yo.
Black Whip does all that, man. But who knows? Maybe he wouldn't be able to channel all the other powers the way Deku was. So
Probably not
we'll
with the
never know
balance, maybe.
because he's already so tapped in with his own power. But the fact that he was able to pull so much out of his power leads me to believe that he was able to dig deep and find the other users' powers. But
Speaking about digging deep, you know what I liked about My Hero is now it just made connection. Is it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like he had to look back to the predecessors,
yeah,
learn the
Oh, with
lessons,
the cycles,
and
yeah.
become
That's
better.
good.
And exactly for him, like he had to go.
Deku is the Avatar.
That's what I'm getting at. Deku's the Avatar.
That'd be sick.
I
I can
like
see.
that.
Staying on
I don't
that.
remember Aang crying that much.
Crazy.
For real.
What you do? You right.
Imagine Lumen, like when he was butt ass naked, he learned how to do the smoke, and he's just walking around with the smoke on his junk, just like, sorry guys, this happens all the time. It just
That's how it goes.
that purple smoke be coming out,
Bro.
or his danger sense keeps going off, his clothes comes off. Man,
Nah. It's like, bro, you have a suit to help with that. Like, nah. This is how it is,
that's
man.
how it is.
I'm the number one hero.
Damn, I
I
would
think
have
when you're
loved
the
to
number
see
one
that.
hero, you get to walk around naked.
I
a little
think
bit.
so.
I would, bro.
I
I'm
think it comes
untouchable.
with a special privilege of walking
I think
around
so.
naked. Like,
Absolutely.
You know, hesitation did it anyway. So and his face is so blank, yo.
Right.
He's like, "Hey guys," and his butt cheek sticking out on the other
Right.
side. Yo.
Oh
What
my
was wrong with
goodness.
you? Yeah, the creators didn't even have to do that. That's a crazy thing.
They did not. They really took that
decided to do
angle.
that for fun.
Oh my
Yeah, I be
god.
thinking about that anime sometimes. Like, y'all didn't even have to add that in.
No, not at all. Y'all
You
could have did
wrote-
anything
You
else.
wrote this whole thing. Nothing was based off of fiction. Nothing was based off real facts. It was all just y'all
Booty.
wrote that. Y'all came up with that.
Someone drew that.
You drew that.
Straight cheeks,
Bro,
yo.
frame,
Straight cheeks.
frame
You wrote
by
it down.
frame,
Frame by
frame
frame.
by frame, impact by impact.
I
You
bet you at
drew
that
this
team
shit.
meeting, they're like, yo, you got Laminian's cheeks. I'm like, yo, this is the second week in a row. You just curving that thing out.
They're all just kind of like not looking at it when they're like, oh, here's this frame, here's this frame. Oh,
Yeah,
here's
they
this
like
frame.
slide
It's
it
like,
in without them
There's,
knowing.
there's that much.
Yeah.
Speaking
Oh.
of, why they add Sung Jin Woo's butt crack in that one frame?
Yo.
Wait, y'all seen that?
Wait.
For
For-
solo leveling?
Yeah, for one frame they gave him a butt crack.
Oh yes,
It's like he was
yes,
just
yes.
moving, and like
Bro, that
people
shit
are-
was everywhere.
I don't know how they
Some people
found
made
it,
it their profile.
but I'm
picture.
Stop.
saying, I mean, high-key, I would do the same thing. When I'm making my anime, I'm gonna add a butt crack every once in a while.
You have to. Makes it
'Cause
real.
it happens.
Yeah.
As someone
real.
who's
It's real. It
um
happens.
plumber cracks runs in my family, I'm gonna have to, bro. He knows what's up, man. All my uncles got their butt cracks. But
Oh my
you
goodness.
got the it's just being realistic. You feel me? Butt crack stick out.
100%.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Another great anime I want to end off this with is,
Hell yeah.
you feel me?
I'm gonna read the manga 9 times out of 10.
You're
I can't watch the fucking anime. I don't know
Why can't you watch
I
it?
don't know, bro.
Then don't read
I
it.
don't get, bro. It's still
Then don't
Halloween
read it.
night in Shibuya, bro.
Good.
It's still Halloween night in Shibuya. I can't fucking finish it. I don't know
I
what
love
it
when they
is.
do that.
Again,
I don't know
One
what it
Piece
is.
fans complain about pacing. That's crazy.
Here we go, yo.
So
Yeah,
my
so-
fourth wall break was
Yo,
talking
you can't
about
read.
that.
That's your problem.
What do you mean? I've read the whole thing, and I'm telling you, don't read it because the ending is subpar, and I believe that the anime is gonna come out and crush it. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna fill out every single thing that the manga.
For
I think the
JJK?
manga. I think Homeboy was tired of. This is my opinion. Was tired of writing it, and just wanted to get it out there. And he's leaving it up to the
For the
anime
amount
to
of
build the meat. He's just gave you a straight bone. The anime is gonna build the meat around it, and they're gonna crush it and give a really good ending.
I mean, to be
I'm not
fair, he
gonna
was
lie.
getting death threats. Knock on wood, he's nuts. To be fair, he was getting like a lot of hate and all of that other shit.
Yes,
So
they
like,
just wanted to get it out there.
with that kind of scrutiny online, like, one, I don't believe in online bullying. Turn your fucking phone off.
That's
Number
true.
two, number block them. Bro, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
But
dark
the other
side.
thing was like, if you're a prominent public figure like that, it could probably be a lot more overwhelming, right? Like,
Definitely.
none of us have a
Public
hundred.
too, dude.
Nobody
that's the
has
thing.
like 100,000 people
That's what I'm
replying
saying.
to them
That's
every
why
single
Homeboy, he
fucking
wrote it,
day.
he said,
So
"Take
it's
one."
like
Yeah.
it's easy for me to be like, fucking block them, like, but I'm not blocking 100,000 accounts just because they're being mean to me. Like some one-off comment, all right, fuck you, I'm done.
And
But like,
that's why I'm not even hating on it. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that's what I really hope is why the manga kind of turned out the way it did, because it had really good parts and then introduced a lot of things and just never flushed any of it out. And the ending just felt so rushed.
Damn.
And I don't want to spoil it because I know
yeah, 'cause
some
I didn't
people
watch
just
it.
start picking up.
Yeah.
So I really don't want to say anything, but it's really good and you see the
The king
potential
of
there, but you do
unfinished
feel it
animes.
kind of start dropping off and like, oh, and then people will be fighting off on the side. They just never talk about it. It's like, oh, it just ended. So okay,
Damn.
that's it. So I believe that he really believed that the anime is gonna come in and fill all that up. I really hope
yeah.
so
That'd be
because
awesome.
the first 2 seasons of JJK and the movie
Yeah.
are so good.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Can everyone agree, or does someone?
I
have
love the
100%
animation.
A frowning
All
opinion.
I
of
didn't
it
finish
right
it.
there.
I
You don't
I
finish it?
I didn't like how the last season was so. I felt like the battle.
Oh, you like him?
and
Bye.
the scene was just so drawn out over like such a long period of
That
time.
was
It was like one night.
yeah.
I
Is that not
couldn't-
so sick?
I love
I
that.
To
hate
show you the
that.
stress that happened.
And one
Imagine
night?
I
that-
hate
and hours, yo. Then when,
Yeah, that
and
was amazing.
it's to show a lot about Yuji. You saw how much
That's
Yuji
true. Yeah.
and this man he wasn't so like
He
bright
was
and upright,
stressing.
but you saw that break in his character, man.
Oh,
all
that
this
was
junk happening.
heavy.
Hours.
Yeah.
Hours.
That's
He had
true.
more character development in that moment. He realized all that junk went down in those hours than a lot of people do throughout the whole
life,
anime,
yeah.
man.
Like,
Yeah.
His life changed within hours. And it's not like you were sitting there through every single hour with them. You know what I mean? But it was cool to show everything happened. Like, oh, this is happening at this time. This is happening at this time. And the slow motion shots, oh my, oh
was phenomenal.
It is to show the stress of it. You know how
This-
stressful it is.
Then
They're not
it
out
was
here
stressful
battling for
watching
hours.
it 'cause I was like, let's
Exactly,
keep
yo.
going.
That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
get to the
That's
end.
I think that's
No,
such great writing.
It's the reverse of the manga thing you said, right?
Exactly.
It's like all these like so many different people, so many different fights going on that they gotta like take time to for like each like section of that city that's going on.
Like no one can chill.
Phenomenal,
All this
yeah.
junk happened in like
Yeah,
2
you're on
hours.
the edge of your chair at all moments throughout
You
that.
saw, you saw every
Nah,
piece of the
I think I'm
world.
with Destiny. Get to the point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
Get to the point.
I was a really big fan of that, like how it told the storytelling
Yeah.
in multiple pieces and layers, right? So
Oh,
you're thinking
just
about
text me what
like,
you need, okay?
okay, they go into Shibuya and you have no idea what they're walking into. Because like I remember Cole sat down with me and we started to watch season 2. And we got through the cute like backstory arc with Gojo's backstory before Geto was pseudo Geto. And I'm just like, damn, I kinda wish I was in this JJK world. And then Cole looked at me like, this gonna make you eat your words. By the time I finished season 2, I was like, I would be nowhere near that.
This is tough, man.
It was crazy. And like, you see how it's so awesome to see a well written character like Gojo who's very extremely powerful and they got him.
Mhm.
So you're just like, dang, now what? Your MVP is missing, and you build a story around that, and you can deliver it too. So it's giving that Ghostbuster stuff like
Yeah.
that, and they will build it around it
Yeah.
too in one night. And I love all the perspective and
Yeah.
angles.
Eli my brother had a very good point, and I really liked it. He was like, they had the bad guys, the villains, right, had this whole plan, and they're like, oh, we're gonna bring Sukuna up and stuff like that. The moment they catch Gojo, they said, screw that, it don't even matter. We don't even need him, yo. Gojo's out the picture. We got our plan. We're straight. And I think that's just so cool to show on Gojo's part, and to have such an OP character, but then still have such depth with him is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
'Cause a lot of
I love
times
it.
you can have someone OP and it's like, all right, they OP, but you really see him, you feel with him, and you grow with him. Man.
I love it.
I
Yeah.
think he's such a sick character.
Hell yeah.
How he can't be his best friend who he hates, but like he loves him so much
Yeah.
that like
Couldn't kill him.
yeah,
That's dark.
sometimes he couldn't
I
fight
found
him.
a quote.
Even
Look
like
for it real
in the movie, he like see he doesn't give her the body, and that bites him in the ass. And she stabs him, he looks away, he drops the knife, drops the body, he just leaves. He can't even look at
Yeah.
his brother that he just had to.
That's real, yo. That's real,
Mhm.
man. Because it's like when you really look at somebody like that you love like a brother very deeply, it's just like I wouldn't be able to do that. I don't blame
That's
you.
family.
I don't
right
care how
there.
strong I am. I don't care how strong Gojo is. That's hard.
The man stronger than the universe.
And look at what happened to him.
Ooh, okay. Here's what it was, and this is actually referring to whatever the part that happens in the manga, but this goes for the same reason. So I won't spoil it, but this applies the same way that I feel about him getting sealed, and that's why I love that scene so much. It says the greatest weakness to the most dehumanized character in the story was his humanity.
Yeah.
Right? This dude's so quote unquote out of touch, right? Because he's so strong, he's so much more powerful. From the day he was born, he was the one man to catch Toji, the one man to be able to turn his eyes around and be like, I see you, and walked as a 6-year-old child, right? This dude who's been wanted, right, from the day he was born, and just become the most powerful, and he's just not human. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, y'all the fastest, except for Gojo. You're the strongest except for Gojo. As far as like he's just a whole nother realm. And then he just has this moment of humanity. The 2 moments that they show in the anime where he's human. He gets stabbed in the throat because he takes a moment to rest. And then the second moment, he takes a moment because he heard his dead best friend's voice and he gets sealed. And then he's like, then y'all still just want him to be human because every single time he's human, he gets screwed.
You're gonna snap.
And y'all see when he comes out.
That
Man.
boy gonna snap.
If that's not a well written character,
Hell
then,
yeah.
then y'all missing the point.
It's
man.
so good to see that, I love that stuff.
Who really is the main character of JJK at this point?
That's a
right?
great question.
Like,
That's a great question.
Toto.
yo, what did he clap in that one scene? Like his hands were taken.
You know exactly.
What was he clapping?
You know exactly. What he was laughing.
I was, bro. That's
Helicopter.
his whole thing, bro.
Let us know. Was he clapping? Was he snapping?
Oh my
He-
God.
he did something. Bro,
Plumber's crack.
I think that's the most poetic thing. You don't need hands to clap, man.
Yeah.
Poetic is crazy.
That's the most poetic thing I've ever heard.
When I first saw that
You
scene,
don't need hands to clap.
I'm
Robert
like,
Frost.
he must have just
Robert
behind his back just
Frost.
been on some shit. Oh my god, that was so dope.
That's one of the best entrances ever on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Three Kings show. And the
Yeah.
Rock just drops in front. And he powerful Naruto tier speech. Whatever he said. He's like, we are the exception. And like,
Best friend Doodoo.
yeah,
That's a friend.
that guy. Yeah. Fantastic. Does everyone have a rating for JJK? We'll end on that.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't read ahead, but I
That's
do
fine.
love the
Just-
story.
Just the anime.
Anime, I'm gonna give it a solid 9.4.
Nice, beautiful.
I'm gonna give it some wiggle room in case it does mess up and go the manga route. But honestly, I think it's not necessarily flawless, but it's just so entertaining.
It's so good. I'm myself. I rate. Feel me. I rate season 1 8.5. I rate the movie a good 9,
Yeah,
and I rate season 2 9.7.
yeah.
Hidden Inventory. The first 6 episodes is an easy 10 out of 10 for me. It's one of my favorite arcs in the anime.
Yeah.
And I really like Gojo, so
He's the man.
it's cool, right?
Right, that's
Oh,
Yeah,
why
you
don't
can
you
go.
go?
You can go. You can go.
Probably an 8,
Whoa.
and probably
That's still pretty high.
that high because of Gojo.
Thanks.
wow.
That's weird. That's a weird thing for you to say.
Your fangirl.
No, I'm a fangirl of him.
Your fangirl
He's here
showing.
right now with us.
I didn't finish it.
Oh my god.
It's still Halloween night in Shibuya.
Well, that's how it's going.
It's
So
been,
that-
bro,
that
it's
very
been
much
like
so
that
could-
since like October.
Spoiler, that's it. That's where it ends.
Yeah. But that's crazy.
I was like, it just
What you
became
not
Halloween
like
night.
about JJK Destiny?
I don't like the how long it was the last season.
That it was.
That is it's that's what
24
I'm.
episodes?
I can't stand it.
It's too long.
Do you like?
For one night.
What's a good
What?
range for you? Like 12?
For one night.
How about this? Pretend just
I
it's,
want it
it's
on
different
record.
nights.
I want it on
Just-
record.
If it was different
That's
nights, I'd be fine.
Just pretend.
I'd be fine.
Like
I want it
Sakura-
on record.
And just
that
enjoy the
Destiny
fire
writes
animation.
books for days. I
Right.
just want that on record.
Okay, but I don't have my entire chapters in one night though, or my entire book in one
Try it out.
night.
Try it out.
Why
No.
not? Yeah.
Try it out. Try it out.
Like,
Don't
you'll
sleep.
progress.
One
Don't sleep.
freaky wolf night.
So she was for real.
Write your own manga in one day. See how you feel about that.
So to get this correct, you want Sukuna and the demon. What is it? Morgoth or what? Morgoth? I don't know how to say
Gandalf?
it. Yeah, I wish.
That was crazy.
You want them to be scrapping it out and be like, team time tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Fly
Yeah.
off?
It's like Shibuya is gone. Take a break there. Reset.
No,
Eat some dinner.
the,
All right,
Tomorrow,
cut out
we'll
scene.
meet with
Time out,
Deku
time out,
Destiny.
time out.
no. That's not the problem.
Like on
the
the
problem is it took so many episodes for that fight.
Well, girl, you only get 30 minutes. What else you want?
Okay, well expand
The-
the time.
There's
90 minutes
there's
every
so
time.
many good fights in every
Oh
single
my God,
episode.
phenomenal.
You
I want
get-
you to draw some shit. I want you to draw some shit and
you
then
get-
come back to me.
Yeah.
You get
Draw that shit frame by frame.
multiple
and then come
Toji
back.
fights.
Yes.
You get the Gojo fights.
Yep.
You get, and you had multiple, super sick. You had even Yuji and Megami versus Big Eyeball Boy wasn't bad.
Oh, volcano.
Then obviously, then you hit
Jogo.
the tier mark
His name
of
is Jogo.
Yuji versus Chozo, which is so good in the bath. You know, the blood
Yeah.
blending in the black, so good. And then you go and versus Sukuna versus Sukuna versus Jogo, which was amazing.
Oh.
Sukuna versus Maharaga, amazing.
Maharaga.
Sukuna destroying the whole, just everything. Not even mention all the home people fighting Maharaga in his domain. You have good fights. It's not like you just lead up to one big fight, and it does. And that's even my favorite fight out of this season.
Really?
I think
would you like would it quote unquote be better if they dried it down just to get through it? You know what I mean? Then you're missing pieces.
No, yeah, it's
Season 3 comes out, then it's the next day for you.
It
You
is.
know what I mean? Like it's not the
That's
story
true.
isn't over.
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
There's still more to come.
I-
comes, the sun rises.
Yeah.
do you like world building, Destiny? Is that what it is? Like you like when they expand on different
No.
locations and places?
I don't
They
really
got
like world
expansions.
building, but I don't like constant fights. Like I like to like the story progresses a little bit.
You know where
you
you at,
were
right?
getting, you're feeling the emotions of each. You didn't know what was going on with each. That's why the suspense was so tough.
Yeah.
That was so
It's
good.
right because the older I get, it's like it's not even about fights with me anymore. I love good just story writing, right? And although the fights are peak,
Yeah, I
but
was about to say.
but
I gotta love it.
besides that,
Gotta
you know
love
what I mean. But it's you don't know who's. They already showed you people are gonna die, right? It don't matter if they're your favorite character; they can die. So the fact that you don't know who's surviving, you don't know what's happening with people. People are, where's this person? Where's this person? You just don't know.
Yeah, I heard that they killed my girl.
Maybe.
Like some of the best parts are like obviously when Gojo gets trapped, like the aftermath of the fight. When he
Mhm.
when
That was the
Sukuna
best
goes
part.
away,
They took out the key
Bro's
player,
Like,
yeah.
contemplating life, he just Sukuna, but his body just murked so much.
Yeah.
Like his shy dash, like his whole.
I like it too because it's like when the show takes its time, you let it cook for a little while too. Because Sukuna was only out for 10 minutes out of that night.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. But that
And you
arc
got-
maybe took like what 4 or 5 episodes to finish from him being summoned, fighting Volcano Head, and then when say the name again,
Maharaga.
Maraga came out.
He was like, I'm not trying to say that.
Can't say my English no medical looking. Okay. When that came out, I'm just like, damn, that was only 10 minutes, and look at most of Shibuya is gone.
Yeah,
in 10
that's
minutes.
I think the
I thought that
shock
was so
factor.
good.
I think if they kept doing that, like the Colon games, that's the next arc, turns into the same kind of thing. All right, this genre. But I think
Yeah.
the fact that we literally started with a flashback of 10 years ago to start the season off, and then we get what's going on with the characters, and it's leading up to this big thing. It was just this arc was just this big, crazy, couple hours. I do get what you're saying if that's what the whole anime has been, but I think just for the sake of an arc and for it to be something different and the shock value that it held with it, I think it doesn't bother me. But I can't understand how that
Yeah, but
could be
he's talking about
frustrating.
covers 10 years worth of time.
Yeah, you get 10 years. 10 years and 2 hours.
That's Destiny's pace right there.
So
If it's
I
less,
don't know.
if it's more than 10 years and it's more than 30 minutes, she not having it.
Yeah.
Not having it.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude.
Attention span. Spoil.
All right, go ahead, P.
Wow.
I would
Across the street,
say
I'm done thinking.
I would say my rating for it is a solid 9.3. One scene we didn't mention that I wanted to talk about is the guy right behind me, the character Gojo. That train scene when he had to use his powers and save all the people while also fighting hands. Like,
Sick.
exactly,
Sick.
just awesome.
Bro,
So cool.
He knew he could only like do his thing for 2 minutes, so he just used it to murk.
Yo, honorable mention.
Exactly, their brains would explode, and it was just like
You guys know
the mental state you would have to be in. Dude, he was playing chess the entire time. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
definition of main character energy right there. And that's why I'm still curious. Who the fuck is the main character?
It does a really good job of like switching that role.
Yeah.
Because I'm an anime only kind of person because of the sound and the music that was playing while he was doing his fights. Come on, bro. I feel like that is so slept on when it comes into this, like to how you consume anime is like the sounds of the fights, which is cool too, but then the music that comes into it.
I like the drawings.
You know. Hell yeah. Damn, that was so good. That was
No,
good.
that scene alone was just
So good.
so good.
Yeah,
And
when
it made
you-
up for the fact that all the characters I enjoyed just no spoilers, but
Just like,
they met their
that's
maker, and
right.
I'm just like, damn, really? In like 3 minutes? I didn't say who. But just like it was just that train scene. Just I could watch it over and over and
Yeah,
over and
so
over
good.
again, and be satisfied.
And the aura when he's
Pause.
standing there,
Breathing
they're like,
out of breath.
oh, Rock'em, he's like, oh yeah, you can't touch me, mess you up. I'm gonna mess you up. You feel me? That's bar for bar what happened in it. They try hitting him, he's like, oh, y'all thought I was playing games, and they're like, don't test him. He's not gonna use use his powers or whatever. And that's really, you thought you had me. You thought you had me.
I love that.
I have you.
But like, yo,
And I have your head.
I'm gonna kill this human real quick. I got him. Yo, I'm about to kill him. Yo, I'm about to kill him. Yo.
He's like, you thought.
You dog, bro.
Everything they were told to try to slow him down or whatever.
Oh, it did
That
not
plan's
work,
gonna
bro.
work. And I love the power scaling too later in the season when you see that, not that he was like how quick Jogo Volcano Head can mess people up, because then you see in season 1 that Gojo took that dude's head off so easy, you know, like it wasn't even competition. But the fact that he would destroy pretty much any other good guy we had, and he did burn multiple people on fire just by
Boom, zoom, zoom.
I love that power scaling right there.
That was sick, yo.
But
Shit.
Remember when he had like a domain and he thought he was the shit, and then just—that's the scene you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's like
I'm
you
all
thought you
that.
thought.
I'm big dog. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
As Frankie would say, sit down.
Something like that.
Let's toss out some quick anime recommendations to end it off.
Sweet.
I will start off. I like older anime. I'm a big I'm young, but I like the older stuff. So call me Unk if you want. But Inuyasha, it's just
Fire.
And it's slow, and that's what I like about it. I mean, it's just good. I gotta say, go, give it a watch. It's long, and I like that. I don't like those 12 episodes, 24 episodes. It's got seasons. It's got depth. It's worth the watch, and it's something that you can put on in the background, kind of forget about it, come back, and still know what's happening.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Shishomaru's drip is just up there. I don't care, bro. His brother, bro. Oh my god, bro, they're really wearing that shit, bro. Like the whole time. He's like, yo, I want dad's sword. No. Alright. Like, yo, it's so I love Inuyasha. I'm already talking. I'm on Soul Eater right now. This is like the third time I'm rewatching it.
Okay.
I love the art style, the opening, every single thing about Soul Eater is so good to me. Like I can't stop watching it. The aesthetic, I want the sun and moon tattooed on me because I think it's so fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
The aesthetic, the story, everything that's going on. I feel the only thing I would say is like maybe the ending of the first season's a little bit like chaotic, but the rest of the series definitely makes up for it. So it's definitely a kind of a slow burn after that first season. Like half the second season, if you can muscle through that awkward phase, then like everything else is still fire after that to me. But definitely give that a watch. If you say Attack on Titan, I'm gonna scream.
Alright, no, I actually have one. It's called Recreator.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. You made me watch it.
Did I? No, it is so good. It made me cry.
Oh.
That's
okay.
all I'll say about it.
Recreator?
Alright, I wouldn't say that.
Recreator.
I wouldn't say that. But yeah. It's good. I would definitely watch. I'll back her up on it. It's good.
Nice. For me, I was gonna give an older recommendation, but he kind of took that. Then I was gonna recommend reading the Soul Eater manga. Funny enough, but I'll go somewhere different. If you're not on it yet, jump on. It's coming out right now, so episode to episode. What's it called? To Be Hero X. It's just a new anime that's coming out. I think it's based off of a manhwa, and it's just cool.
Oh,
Really sick
did hear about
animation.
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
yes,
so
yes, yes.
if I think it's only like 4 or 5 episodes are out.
Mhm.
I won't say much about it, but go check it out if you haven't yet.
Yeah, I heard good things about that. Like for the people who've seen those couple episodes, y'all know me. I'm gonna let it stack and then watch it through.
Mhm.
A good recommendation I could give you guys is definitely gonna be Seven Deadly Sins on Netflix. It's a fun, playful
I
anime,
dropped it.
good animations. Yeah, there's certain parts in the story that you kind of muscle through a little bit. But if you're into this, the fantasy and the lore of medieval stuff like that, and the playfulness is built around it, oh, it's got some great arcs, great fights, and there's just moments to it that just stick with you. And the lore about it is great. I think it does good with characters, a lot of world building, and it's a layered story. It keeps going twister and deeper and more to it. So I recommend it.
Nice. Great stuff, guys. Thank you everyone who hopped on, and thank you y'all for listening to another Yap session betwixt us. And yeah, we'll catch you for new. It's a real word,
I know it is. It's just the way you said it.
betwongst. And obviously, subscribe to our YouTube. Check us out on TikTok, OtakuXLive, and Instagram. And just keep spreading the name, sharing love, and comment. We love comments. So see y'all soon.